Hi everyone, welcome back to Quest for Literature. Today we are going to see 100 most important MCQ, a complete revision on Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Before getting into the video, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe, click on the bell icon and enable all option so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Question number 1. How many tales are there in Canterbury Tales? 24. How many lines? 2. How many lines are there in Prologue to Canterbury Tales? 858. 3. Which pilgrim is described as fresh as the month of May, though he doesn't sleep well in the night? Square. 4. Which pilgrim's gear and attire suggest that he is a forester? Yeoman. 5. The Latin inscription Amor vincit omnia means what? Love conquers all. 6. Which pilgrim is so careful while eating and not permitting a morsel to come out of the mouth? Prioress. Which pilgrim does not feel that he is like fish out of water when he leaves his cloister? Monk. Which pilgrim has a neck as white as lily? Friar. Which pilgrim is named Hubert? Freya. Which pilgrim claims that his pillowcase is made by Our Lady's veil? Pardoner. Question number 11. Which pilgrim is hot and wanton as a sparrow? Summoner. 12. Which pilgrim appeared like a simple shepherd sworn to save the souls of his sheep? Pardoner. 13. Which pilgrim practiced economy of words and often spoke about morality? Clerk of Oxford. Which pilgrim's house smelt with baked meat, fish, and flesh, and is compared to St. Julian in hospitality? Franklin. 15. Which pilgrim was gap-toothed and wide-hipped, wife of Bath? Question number 16. Which pilgrim had a running sore on his chin? Cook. 17. Which pilgrim is named Roger? Cook. 18. Which pilgrim had a wart on his nose? Miller. 19. Which pilgrim eats a simple and moderate meal and believes that gold in filth is a cordial? Physician. Then 20. Which pilgrim is named Robin? Miller. 21. Which pilgrim is in charge of purchasing food and other supplies for a college of lawyers who, though unlettered fools, his intelligent master? Manciple. 22. Which pilgrim is the brother of the good parson? Or which pilgrim does menial job and donate more money as tithe, that means tax, to the church? Plowman. 23. Where did the shipman belongs to? Dartmouth. 24. Which pilgrim had a dagger hanging on a strap around his neck and looked like a ruthless smuggler? Shipman. 25. Which pilgrim had the habit of stealing wine? Who knows all the inlet in Britain and Spain? Shipman. What was the name of the ship operated by Shipman? Magdalene. 27. Which pilgrim dressed in bright red and blue gown made with finest silk? Physician. Which pilgrim does not have the habit of reading the Bible and knows little about religion? Physician. Who is named Oswald? Reeve. Which pilgrim looked sicky and his legs appear like straight sticks? Reeve. 31. Which pilgrim is in charge of his master's sheep, cattle, swine, dairy, horses, and poultry? Reeve. 32. Which pilgrim rides a low breed, undersized horse called Scott? Reeve. What was the Reeve formerly? A carpenter. What is the name of the host? Harry Bailey. 35. What was the gift offered by the host to the best storyteller? A meal. 37. What is the name of the narrator? Geoffrey Chaucer. 36. Next, 37. Who wrote the book Revelations of Divine Love in 1395 with 25 chapters and 11,000 words? Julian of Norwich. 38. The Knight's Tale is modeled on whose book titled Thesida? Boccaccio. 39. How is Emily related to Theseus? Sister-in-law. 40. Who is referred to be as cruel ruler who did not permit the dead bodies to be cremated? Creon. 41. Who won the hands of Emily in Knight's Tale? Palamon. What made Arcite fall from his horse? Earthquake made by Pluto. 43. What was the name of the play written by Shakespeare and Fletcher in response to the Knight's Tale? Two Noble Kinsmen. 44. The first mover speech in the tale was given at the end by whom? Theseus. 45. Which pilgrim tells the first story? Knight. 46. Which pilgrim tells the second story? Miller. 47. Who becomes provoked by the story of the miller so that he insisted to tell the next story? Reeve. 48. Which knight tells the story of an ignorant old carpenter named John being cheated by his young wife Alison? Miller. 49. What is the name of Alison's former lover who came to quarrel? Absalom. 50. Which pilgrim tells the third story? Reeve. 51. What is the name of the crooked miller who tried to cheat the university students for their grain? Simkin. 52. Where does the story of we set? Cambridge. 53. Which pilgrim tells the fourth story? Cook. 54. Which pilgrim's tale has only 58 lines and an incomplete one? Cook. 55. Who is the protagonist of Cook's tale? Perkin Reveller. 56. Which pilgrim tells the fifth story? Man of Law. 57. The story of Dane Constance is told by which pilgrim? Man of Law. Who was converted into Christianity and marries Constance? Sultan, the Syrian ruler. What is the name of Allah's mother in the story Dane Constance. Donegal. Donegal. Okay. Then 60. The sixth story was told by whom? Wife of Bath. 61. Which pilgrim tells an Arthurian legend? Wife of Bath. 62. Which pilgrim interconnects his or her story with the story of Midas, the growth of As ear told by Ovid? Wife of Bath. 63. Whose story represents the transformation of a hag into a beautiful woman? Wife of Bath. 64. The Middle English story, The Tale of Florence, is modeled on The Wife of Bath's Tale. It was written by whom? Gower. 65. The seventh story in Canterbury Tales is told by the friar. Which pilgrim tells a counter story to it? Summoner. 66. Which pilgrim tells the story of the patient wife Griselda? The Clerk of Oxford. 67. Griselda, the daughter of Janicula, is married to whom? Walter. 68. Who tells the story, the fable of Chanticleer, a rooster? Nun's priest. 69. Which pilgrim's story has the moral never to trust flatterers? Nun's priest. 70. Chanticleer is the husband of how many she-hen? 7. 71. Which is Chanticleer's favorite hen? Petrolite. 72. Who tells the story of the consequence of January and May wedding? The merchant. 73. In which story there is a pear tree episode? The Merchant's Tale. 74. May is secretly engaged to whom? Damien. 75. Which god retained the eyesight of January? Juno. 76. In the Squire's Tale, who get the power of communicating with a bird like a she-falcon? Cannons. 77. Who offers a magical ring to Cannons by a young knight? The King of Araby. 78. Which pilgrim tells a collection of 17 stories on historical figures like Lucifer, Adam, Samson, Hercules, Ugolino, Nero, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, etc.? The monk. 79. Who tells the story of Saint Cecilia, the second nun? 80. Which pilgrim tells the story of a Christian boy murdered by Jews? The prioress. 81. Which pilgrim's story contained the message that greed is the root cause for all evil? The pardoner. 82. Which pilgrim interrupts the story of the monk, pointing out that they were highly distrusting? The knight. 83. The pardoner's tale about three greedy young men killing one another is set in which place? Flanders. 84. In whose tale the charlatanism of alchemists exposed? Cannon's yeoman. 85. In whose story there is reference that Chaucer has told all stories like Ceyx and Alison, and therefore there is shortage of story? Man of Law. 86. How many stories does Chaucer says? 2. 87. What are the tales said by Chaucer? The tale of Sir Thopas and the tale of Melibea. 88. Name the daughter of Melibea and Prudence. Sophie. 89. Which pilgrim tells that the pilgrims will get no fables and switch wretchedness from him? The parson. What kind of story was said by Franklin? Britain lay. 91. In the absence of Arviragus, who countered Dorigen? Aurelius. 92. Who tells the story of a father named Virginius killing his daughter for protecting her chastity? Physician's tale. 93. Which sin is not included in the 7 deadly sins enlisted by the parson? Lust. 94. How many pilgrims arrived at Tabard Inn? 29. 95. How many pilgrims tell how many stories? 23 pilgrims tell 24 stories. 96. Who tells the last tale? Parson. 97. How many pilgrims has been described in the prologue? 21. How many lines are there in Canterbury Tales? 17,000. 99. Who wears the cloak of Freya? Reeve. 100. How many religious war was fought by the knight? 15. That's the end of today's session. Thank you all for listening. Till the time we meet next, stay tuned to Quest for Literature, keep reading and know the world.